Hi guys, welcome to another video about passive voice. In this video, I'm going to show you how the verb tense conjugation takes place, how we actually convert our active sentences to passive while keeping in mind the same verb tense, right, from the active sentence. So let's go to the next slide so I can show you exactly what I mean. To begin, we form passive voice by using be and past participle of the main verb. So this past participle in your dictionary, it's usually the third column. For example, if you're talking about or learning about irregular verbs, you would have the base verb in the first column, then the second column would be for the simple past, and the third would be past participle, right? Because irregular verbs, they don't follow the same pattern like regular, in which case we just add ed, right? So here, purposely, I used irregular verbs so you can see how the past participle functions. So in this slide, I have three different columns. Verb tense is the first one. So I'm going to take you through present, past, and future. And I'm going to include the modal as well. And then the second column is the verb that I used in active sentence. And then the third column is how I use this verb from the second to convert it to the passive voice, right? So if we look at the simple present first, I use the word speak, and then to make it to passive voice, I just need to add be in its present form, is, or are, if we talk about plural, is for the third person singular, and then spoken is my past participle speak, right? Because past of speak is spoke. So you're looking at the third column, past participle. Present progressive is or are learning, and passive is going to be is or are being learned. We're going to add ing because it's progressive, right? It has some duration. Simple past, wrote, and then the passive voice is going to be was written. Why? Because my original sentence, let's pretend for now, is I wrote a book. So was is past of be and past participle written. So a book was written by me. Past progressive, again, ing, was, were not using, and the was, were not being used. Present perfect, has for third person singular, told or have told, she or he or it has or they have been told. Past perfect, had written. Remember, past perfect, the helping verb had is going to be in the past, and the written is going to be also in past participle, because that's how you make, that's how you form past perfect tense. And to make it in passive voice, we're going to say had been written. Future will write, and passive voice is going to be will be written, and future perfect will have written, and then passive voice will have been written. Now, if you want to talk about modals, if, for example, let's say must, I must master, or I can master, right? And then the passive voice is going to be must be mastered. And if you're talking about modal perfect, we have to include, right, have, so should have written, and then the passive voice is going to be should have been written. So there you have it. This is your passive voice verb tense conjugation, and I'm going to use one more slide just to take you through the real sentences examples so you can see how this all is working out in grammar and writing. So here we have some sentences, as I explained earlier in the previous slide. Simple present, a lot of people speak English. Passive is going to sound like this. English is spoken by a lot of people. Present progressive, these days, many people are learning English online. And passive is going to sound like this. These days, English is being learned online by many people. Simple past, I wrote a cause and effect essay. Passive, a cause and effect essay was written by me. Past progressive, a few years ago, many people were not using online English. Passive, a few years ago, English was not being used by many people. Present perfect, a teacher has told students to speak English. Passive, students have been told to speak English, and so on and so forth for past perfect, future, simple, future perfect, and modals. You guys can take a look at it as I explained earlier, and there you have it. That's all as far as the verb tenses. If you guys benefited from this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our Explicit English channel. Share this video with your friends that you think can benefit. Don't forget to like and, let me know in comments what you thought about it, or if you had any other questions about the passive voice. And don't forget to check out our other videos about the passive and some other grammar constructs in the English language. Till the next time, enjoy the weather and stay safe. Bye.